Nobody warns you about this. You can be good-looking, funny, financially stable, and still make people quietly want less of you. Not because of a flaw in your personality, because of a pattern in your behavior. Most of the people doing this have no idea because these aren't dramatic. They're invisible, which happen in the small, ordinary moments of everyday interaction. Today, we're going through 8 of them, and I'll be honest with you, you're probably... Think about someone you know who always says the right thing. They laugh at the right moment.
They look appropriately sad when something's heavy. They seem warm, responsive, perfectly calibrated, but something feels slightly off when you're around them.
You can't name it, you just feel it. What you're picking up on is the gap between what someone is expressing and what they actually feel underneath. It happens most with people who spent years in environments where real feelings weren't welcome. Families, relationships, rooms where being okay wasn't a choice.
It was a requirement. So they learned to perform okayness.
And they got very, very good at it. Researchers at the University of Toronto found that people watching strangers interact could sense when someone...
And it registered in under a second. Not because they were analyzing anything. Just because we are wired to notice that gap, we pick it up as a low-grade unease we can't quite name. Genuine connection requires 2 real people in the room, not 1 real person and 1 well-rehearsed performance. Habit number 2, needing to win every single conversation. You share a bad week, they had a worse one. You mention a goal, they've already done it. You offer an opinion, they have 3 reasons why you're wrong. The compulsive need to be right or to be more is one of the fastest ways to make someone feel like an opponent instead of a human being.
And here's the part that makes it complicated. Disagreement isn't the problem. Healthy disagreement is how we think better together.
It's the motivation behind it that changes everything. University of Michigan researchers found that people with a strong "you right" are rated significantly not because anyone consciously identifies the pattern, but because they feel a quiet reluctance to share anything real around them. Nobody feels truly seen around someone who's always trying to win. They feel like material, like a debate opponent, and eventually they stop sharing anything worth arguing about. Habit number 3, turning pain into a permanent identity. This one is painful to talk about, because it usually comes from genuine pain. There's a crucial difference between vulnerability and victimhood. Vulnerability says something hard happened to me, and I'm still figuring it out. Chronic victimhood says something different. Hard things keep happening to me, and someone else is responsible for fixing it. People who consistently position themselves as the victim in every story, every job, every relationship, every set of circumstances, aren't processing their pain, they're outsourcing it. And slowly, the people around them become responsible for carrying it without ever agreeing to carry it. A 2020 study tracked how people described their relationship with someone who chronically needed to be seen as the victim. The word researchers kept seeing wasn't frustrating, it was exhausted. Like they'd been slowly carrying something they never agreed to pick up and didn't know how to put down. Vulnerability pulls people toward you. Victim identity creates emotional debt they never agreed to carry. Habit number 4, being unable to sit in silence. This one will probably surprise you because everything we're taught says that confidence means speaking up, filling the room, always having something to contribute. But the compulsive need to always say something, to never let a moment breathe, is a form of anxiety wearing the costume of talkativeness. And people feel the difference even if they never find the words to describe it.
No,
And then I said,
it's like, so anyways. The person talking to fill a gap isn't engaging with you. They're escaping their own discomfort, and you're just the room it's happening in.
the exchanges people remembered as most connecting weren't the most energetic or filled. They had more pauses, more breathing room. The silence wasn't empty, it was proof that someone was actually present. Think about the people who make you feel most calm. Most of them aren't performing, they're just there. Habit number 5. Who you become when things go slightly wrong. It's not the big moments that show people who you are, it's the small ones they can't stop noticing. It's snapping at the waiter when the order's wrong,